here almost. Get right into it.
Go Birds.
Yes, sir. Welcome. It's Tuesday night, and we'll get right into it. Who would you rather play in the first round? I liked that social post.
I mean, at this point, we're like repeating against everybody. So I guess I'll just say probably who I think the weakest team going into playoffs is Green Bay. And we seem to have Green Bay's number. But like you kind of always say this, like how many times we're going to beat the same team in a row? It's like we play Green Bay in Brazil, and then we played them in the playoffs, and then we played them in the regular season, and then we're going to play them again in the playoffs. But I mean, new year, new team, new everything. Birds at home. I think I'll put them up against anybody.
I usually hate that, like playing them over and over and over again, but they're just like
kind of cooked.
Getting worse. They're getting worse. I mean, I think they lead the league in drops, and then they lost Micah Parsons. They have no pass rush. They drop so many passes, and Goobers. And Jordan Love by far is the least capable, I think, out of, I guess, Stafford and Purdy are your other options. So that kind of leads to the next point. Are you full on, I guess, starting them for the 2 to try and play them?
So here's my take on all of that. I don't really think it's so concrete as to say start them or sit them. I think they're going to go with a hybrid approach. And I think that hybrid approach is like already, it's just like kind of falling into their lap. The players that are injured or fringe injured can sit and should. And you need to play put as many starters and good enough pieces in there to be better than the Commanders, who are on a second or third string quarterback at this point. I'm not sure where Mariota is at. I haven't been following the Commanders, but say you get Mariota or you get their backup. The Eagles' backups could beat the Commanders in their current iteration. So I think you kind of do like a hybrid. I think you obviously have to do a lot of screen watching because the games are simultaneous. So you're keeping your eye on the score. If after the first quarter, say Chicago's up 24-3 or something like that, you can start to throttle that back. But if it's the opposite, and I said this in my Tuesday Sips video, if you look up at the scoreboard and the Lions are winning, you got to win that game, and you got to do whatever it takes to win that game because the 2 is massive, because the 1 will be a fraudulent team. The Seahawks or the Red Cowboys are a fraudulent number 1. And if they can get picked off because they're going to end up in a division game in their first game, you now have home field advantage, and it's last year all over again, and all bets are off.
Right. Yeah, I think they could win without the starters, and I think that hybrid approach is probably what they do. It seems like they're leaning more towards sit them because they're like leaking it out. That's like a very Eagle-y thing to do. It's very wormy thing that the Eagles do. They like leak it out. It's like all over that they're like leaning towards sitting them and all this stuff. I'd imagine they're not game planning at all for the Commanders, even if the starters do play. I think Saquon's got a big incentive. He needs like 80 yards or something to get some extra money. But I think they're probably game planning for the Niners because they've already played the Packers and the Rams. They've already done that game plan. I mean, there's probably some new film since the last time they played them. They have to install and add in. I'm not going to act like I'm a X's and O's expert. The only team they haven't really seen is the Niners. I would imagine they're watching Niners film. And then they'll do the film on whoever they play the week of in the playoffs because they already played the Packers in the.
By the way, a couple legends in the Instagram chat. Curve Your Enthusiasm just gave us a go, Birds. Hey, ladies.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, we'll get to your comments if we're late. We're trying to do more rapid fire so that we can catalog all these different topics for you. But we'll get to all your comments for show. Thanks for stopping in. been an awesome season.
Yeah.
And I mean, if they're at 11 wins now, they won. So, you know, when we were doing our wins losses in the beginning of the year, we probably would have taken that. So they could even
Yeah,
win.
there's a viral video going around of somebody running up to Ike Reese at the Eagles autism event, and they're like, "Yo, Ike, how do you think the Birds can do this year?" And he's like, 12-5. And
Yeah.
that's what the Birds will finish 12-5. So because they will beat Washington on Sunday, that's a lock. Whether they play their starters or whether they play their backups, the Birds win Sunday. That's a lock. There's no way they let that game up. Washington has absolutely nothing to play for. They're not in spoiler mode. They're in draft pick mode in Philly. Maybe at home you could be worried about Washington maybe wanting to put some sort of show on for some sort of fans, but their stadium got taken over. They're down bad. I think the Eagles walk
I
right
think
through them.
both teams are going to come. I think the Commanders are pissed from the last time, and they're going to play. I think more importantly, though, I think the Lions, even though they were still in the playoff hunt and they got smoked by the Vikings, I think the Lions are going to try and play spoiler really hard to the Bears.
There's no
and try to end
question. Dan
on a high note.
Gamble teams are not ever going to lay up to anybody. They're going to play if the the Lions were in the position the Eagles were in, there would be no question. If Dan Gamble was asked the question in a presser, are you playing your starters? Oh yeah, we're playing to win. We play every game to win. So God bless you, Dan Gamble. Go for it, dude. Play all your starters and smack around the Bears for us. That would be great. And it's a sin we couldn't take care of our own business against Chicago. We should have definitely won that game. But, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, the offense is struggling, and we could have taken – we talked about it for a while now. Could have taken care of business there. And then more importantly, some of the games they lost, this is what drives me nuts. They'll never do it, but when you look at the box score, when they score like at least something, even if it's like 3 points each quarter, they get points. Like the defense is going to blank them for at least the other team for at least like a quarter or so. The defense is that good. It's annoying in that Broncos game. You had a 2-touchdown lead and you get no points in the fourth quarter. You get no points in the entire second half this week. It's super, super frustrating. There's a few games there. The Cowboys game, they had a quarter or two with no points. They'll never do it, but like when there was 3 or 4 minutes left in the third quarter, like they got to try and get in a rhythm and go up tempo, and they got to try and get points. I know it's just the third quarter. It's not the end of the day. They were fine with just, I think, sitting back and handing it off on 3rd and 8 and punting it to the other team. But like,
yeah,
they got to have their own internal urgency.
Did you see there's a viral Kevin Patullo clip from his presser today where he literally says, sometimes we run just to run it. That's the quote. Like, we run the ball just to run it. Like, they were questioning some of his runs. And that was like literally his response. So that is what they're doing. I mean, they're fully content to win ugly and to just kind of sit back and say, you know what, we're going to just run the ball here because we should keep the clock moving, not because we should try to score, we should try to convert. And I think that's kind of dangerous going into the playoffs. It's a decent conservative strategy in a rainy Buffalo game where throwing was difficult anyway. But I don't exactly love that mentality.
Yeah, they're down almost a full touchdown this year. I think they have like 21 points per game. They had a lot of the low-scoring games, which kind of skew it, like the Green Bay game in this last week. But yeah, they were about like 26 or 27 last year. So almost down like a full touchdown on the season. Yeah, they seem fine with just putting the ball away.
I'm holding out hope that the line is one of the issues too. Like seeing some of those still shots, they're blatantly bad. I mean, you look at some of the still shots, and we post all of them to our story. So make sure you guys follow our story because we haven't been clogging up our feed with lots of play-by-play stuff lately. It's more just been, like fan content and stuff that we're putting out there. But if you watch our story, I post a lot of that stuff. There's some still shots literally of Cam Jurgens, just the ball gets snapped and the guy's right past him. I mean, he's not even getting anything on him. And no wonder why we can't run. So I don't know.
Yeah, they were stuck on their like own side of the 15-20 the entire second half. So yeah, they were fine with just running it. And there was a few Devonta Smith drops and then the big PI, the AJ Brown one down the field. So like he could have had his stat line could have been a little bit better. So it wasn't all on him that he had like no completions. But yeah, I don't really love that approach. I think hopefully they do in the playoffs. I think that they got to have a little bit more urgency if they go one or two drives that don't work. Even if they're up a score or two, they've got to go like up tempo. They got to do
get
something.
some rhythm. Get some rhythm. Yeah, they kind of like last year, the big knock was like he wouldn't go under center. He's under center a lot more this year. Now I'd like to see them add in that wrinkle of up tempo offense. I think they could get some teams gassed, especially at the link, especially if it's cold. You go up tempo. You got so many weapons. Gosh, you have so many weapons. I mean, you just send guys out. Put Jalen in shotgun and up tempo and send Tank Bigsby this way and Saquon Barkley this way and AJ Brown that way and Devontae this that way and Dotson that, like you could do so much with, but they're not establishing rhythm. And I'm like, it's unbelievable that we're at 18 weeks in now or 17 weeks or wherever we're at, and we're still waiting for the team to click. And they're playing for the second seed. And if it clicks, and I still remain hopeful that it will, it could be unbelievable.
And you knew it was coming too. Like they held the Bills scoreless for 54 out of 60 minutes. And you knew it was coming. And they were still fine with, even with that risk, they were still fine with giving them a touchdown especially after they missed the extra point. They were still fine with just sitting back, no turnovers, ball control. They had one explosive play the entire game. Okay. In the red zone twice and got one touchdown. Just not sustaining drives, bad on third down. Yeah, the defense had I'm almost getting tired talking about the defense because the Bills had 29 points per game and they scored 12, and we had 5 sacks and they were fine.
I'll tell you what.
I
was going to say, just their missed extra point. What a killer. And that's happened to us this year. They make that first extra point. It's a whole different end game.
Someone says the Eagles feel entitled and not hungry. Like we're waiting for the defense to not bail us out. Like they'll bail you out. We stall out 2 or 3 times. The defense bails you out 2 or 3 times. Eventually the defense is going to let up when you play against a better team. They feel entitled. I don't know if I'll use the word entitled. Someone just wrote in the comments, but like they're just fine with it. It's tough to watch. It really is.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, is this method of play going to eventually bite you? And the answer is probably yes. And when it happens, everybody's going to act like they were right the whole time and being negative on the team. But that's never really been our vibe. Our vibe is kind of to roll with it and try to explain it and try to explain why they do what they do. We're not being complacent. We're not being fanboys. We're kind of just rolling along with the team and what they're doing. We criticize and fairly, I think. You were busting my chops because I was saying fire KP meat brain, fire KP, but I was unhappy with his play calling at the end of the half. And I think the two things don't have to be mutually exclusive. I don't think you have to say fire the coach, but I think you can still be critical of the things. Like I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we're going to fire a team when we're winning our division. We're not going to fire a coach, but I can still be aggravated.
In game, you're mad at the calls, but then when you look at it, like, that was the strategy. Whether you agree with it or not, that was the strategy. He just doesn't give a shit. For lack of part of my friends, he doesn't give a shit what you are. I think he's just gonna sit back, and just do nothing. It's really wild.
Yeah, there's another weird Nick Sirianni quote, something like, "If Patullo makes a play that you don't like, what do you kind of do?" And he kind of makes like a noise. He's kind of like sort of alluding to the fact that KP does do things that he doesn't agree with. So there's going to be a lot of growth in the team in the offseason. I hope they retain Kevin Patullo. I mean, I'm not sure teams are going to be knocking down the door for him, but it would be nice for me to have finally some consistency at the offensive coordinator position. I've been begging for a veteran week in and week out, but I have we have young offensive coordinators. Okay, cool. Can we at least keep them for a couple years before they get poached? But if they get to the
I'll
NFC
tell you
Championship
what,
or Super Bowl, he's gone.
Right, he's gone if we have some success. I'll tell you what, though. Jalen Hurts, for most of his career, has refused to play under center, and he was under center a lot to start the game. The Dallas Goedert touchdown was beautiful play design. They're adding new stuff every week.
They
just
are.
It hasn't been enough because they run the ball, and then they get behind the sticks, and it's second and long, third and long. They showed a stat during the game. Eagles, it's like third, their average third down is third and 7.9 yards, almost third and 8, almost every. It's like second worst in the league. But they have more pass yards per game than they did last year, but the points are way down. The total yards are, I think, are way down. The rushing yards, obviously, coming off of the Saquon year, down. So, but it's not that. It's still not. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. It's still not that far off. Just like the total yards and the points and stuff like that. It's pretty much how they've been for like 2 years, and then they turned it on. But
look, and again, it's a game of inches. If there's a few things in that game that go the other way, the Eagles' point total is way higher. AJ Brown's clearly it's clearly defensive pass interference on the one play where the guy's completely got his arm grabbed and he's up with one arm. AJ's got to sell that better, though. The ref is not going to make that call. He needs to kind of flail up when that happens and earn that call. I thought blatant missed late hit on Hurts out of bounds. There was a penalty on the play, like an illegal touch or something up the field that just ends up being 5 yards in a first. That's definitely unsportsmanlike. 15 yards late hit. You have to protect the quarterback there. You tack 15 on there. You get that play there. Again,
that was all they had going for them. They had 2 or 3 downfield because that guy's Josh Allen's throwing to nobody. That's all they had going for them. They got 2 or 3
have no receivers.
PIs calls, and we didn't get 2 or 3 PI calls. Like we get 2 or 3. We're home and we get those calls. I don't know if it's a home away thing or what, or just a crew but
I'll give them credit. I thought they threw the ball a lot more than I probably would have liked them to in a torrential downpour. Gosh, the opening drive, I mean, they go 3 and out. They're pass in the freaking pouring rain. And you're thinking to yourself, just like, what the heck? And
yeah,
will
what's up from
Bigsby
California,
ever get the ball
everybody?
early? Will Bigsby ever get the ball on first or second down? Like, will they ever just come out and just give it to him on first down?
He bootlegged and he took a shot down the field. On that bootleg, he could have ran for 10 yards and got a first down. But since he didn't, it was incomplete on first down on that first open drive. Then it's pass on second, pass on third.
Classic.
See, classic. But what's up, everybody? But yeah, a lot of people said, "Nah, get him out of here." And sometimes it hurts calling the plays. I guess he can check in and out of stuff. But
would they still want to get rid of KP?
Yeah, I think the people do. I think they're tired of it. But I think, in season, they're in the last week, so they're obviously not getting rid of them.
Yeah, it's going to be the sword everybody will fall on. If the Eagles lose, they're going to just blame Patullo. And maybe in retrospect, they could be right. It's just I'm not there.
Cool. I'm going to post this, maybe this link or this graphic in a little bit. This is pretty cool. For everybody interested in the scenarios out there. Or I was going to talk about the other games around the league this week, but we can kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this. See if I could even pull this up. If you could see this.
While you're pulling that up, I'll post you a question. Oh yeah, I've seen some things like that. My eye is mainly on obviously our situation, and I really want to see that Ravens Steelers game. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. A division game determining who wins the division, and then what that loser goes home. That's a compelling storyline for me. And I was actually looking at ticket prices for that game. They're insane for the Steeler Ravens game. Ticket prices are astronomical,
That's the
$1,000
Sunday
lower.
night game.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll get home from the Birds game and get to catch that. That'll be exciting.
And it's really weird. So the NFC South, it was supposed to be Bucks versus Carolina for the division, but for some weird reason, with Atlanta beating the Rams last night, it's either a conference or a strength of schedule type thing. The Panthers have 8 wins and the Bucks have 7. So if the Bucks win, they're supposed to win the division. But if the Bucks win and then they I think if the Falcons win again or something like that, the Panthers still win the division just because of a weird like strength of schedule tiebreaker or division tiebreaker.
I'm laughing
Really
at
strange.
Philly Frank's comment on the Pittsburgh game. He does not share my sentiment that it's an exciting game. I love our friends. I love our friends that are just so dialed in on the Birds that they just could give a crap about anything else.
Yeah, the Ratbirds versus but the cool thing about this graph, so the way they kick this all off based around the 1 seed.
Okay.
So if Seattle wins, they're the 1 seed. And then it has all your other scenarios from there. Like if obviously the Eagles win and the Bears lose and we're the 2 seed, there's a bunch of scenarios by where we play the Red Cowboys or play the Rams if we're the 3 seed, obviously. And then if we're the 2 seed, we're locked in to play the Packers. The crazy thing here is if the Niners win that game and win the division, as the 3, we're guaranteed to play the Rams. There's no scenario by where we play Seattle. So, and then again, if we win and Chicago loses and we're the 2, we'll play the Packers. So I'll post both those graphics. It's a scenario by where the Red Cowboys get the 1 seed and the Seahawks get the 1 seed, and then all the other games that are going on. The NFL finally got it. I feel like a lot of years this last week, there's a lot of teams playing for nothing in the rest of them. I think like out of the 16 games, there's like 12 with implications.
With good, meaningful implications.
Yeah, it's going to be wild.
Yeah. And I mean, people will say it's rigged. It's just that the NFL continually schedules division games at the end, and you're always going to be jockeying. You could scramble the division teams up and it would still have the same meaning that it has. It's not just, this isn't the only way that this works out. So all of you script people that drive me bananas, there's no script.
Luch says that Pittsburgh's the armpit of PA.
I've yet to go to Pittsburgh. We got to check that one off the bucket list.
Draft, April, the draft.
Good
road trip.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we might play them. I think we play the AFC North division winner. So if they win their game and win the division, I think we play them. Maybe. I don't know.
That's possible.
Other than that, everything's locked in. But yeah. Great show today. Quick moved it along, and we talked a little bit about the game last week. I don't even think we really need to do a pick 'em for the Commanders because
no, Eagles win.
That's a tool.
9-7. I don't know what they're gonna do. They win
9-7. They'll have a real headache though if Tanner starts and they score like 30 points though.
I don't think so. Having a good backup is a good. Tanner McKee is not going to start. I truthfully don't think so. I think now, does Jalen play maybe a half, like a preseason kind of game? Maybe. Depends again on the score. Depends on the score. You need Jalen Hurts to be in there winning that game for you if Detroit's up 21-3 at halftime.
Yeah, they're going to look really foolish if they decide to rest people and Bears.
Or not. I mean, they might just be like, well, you know, we did what we did, and we think that we can beat who we can beat.
That's the other argument for that is they want the rest, want the bye, and they think both the 1 and the 2 seeds could lose early.
No, well, the
Like, the Packers
argument
could beat the
is
Bears. The Packers could beat the Bears, and then, like, you know, we have our first game at home, and then if we're the 3 and the 1 still in it, I think we still get
now
another if the 2
the
gets
big
bounced.
argument is we go all out for the 2, and we end up playing in the first round a team that rested up. Like, we
The
get the
Packers are
Rams,
definitely rest. The
they'll
Packers are
rest,
definitely gonna rest. They're locked in at
and
the
the
7, and
Rams
they
could
have
rest.
no reason to play anybody at all.
The Rams gotta rest too, right?
The
Why would
they
the
could.
Rams what's the best the Rams could do? They can't get ahead of
They could
us.
maybe move up 1 spot, I guess, if the Niners lose and they win.
So, if I'm the
They don't
Rams,
care
I'm
about being the 6 or the
definitely
5.
thinking about resting, and if I'm Chicago, I mean, you can't, but
They may wanna be the 5 if they wanna put the 4 versus 5, they'll play that horrible NFC South. They may wanna play for the 5.
I I think the Packers and the Rams resting is your biggest case for rest, if you wanna be like a rest guy. But
Packers are
I don't I
100% gonna rest. They can't move up or down. There's no reason. They're locked into the 7.
Yeah, and that's
There's no reason.
dangerous. You play a team kind of like a bye team. That's again, I don't think the Eagles are gonna do it full on one way or the other. I think they're gonna I think it's gonna be a hybrid approach, so it's not gonna matter. Like, I don't think you need to say, like, it's not like your entire starting lineup is gonna be sitting. There's no way they're gonna do that.
Nice.
There's guys that need
We'll
reps. There's
do
guys in the O-line that need freaking reps. They need to get it right.
we'll do New Year's and meme of the week. We'll get out of here. If you guys have any questions in the comments, we'll get to them before we bounce. New Year's Eve. You didn't want to talk about this because it's controversial, but
No, I'll talk about it.
Stranger Things finale. Are you watching it? Are you watching the ball drop? Do you care? Do you think the season sucks?
I think that they took the last 3 episodes kinda off, and I think the last episode will probably be awesome. They had to, like, tie up some storylines and do some things that they needed to do with the characters. Um, they basically took 3 episodes to explain, oh, this is gonna be a spoiler alert, so I should probably say spoiler alert, but they just took, like,
Spoiler.
these last 3 episodes to explain what the Upside Down was, which it's not really the Upside Down, it's more like a wormhole, I guess, to this other place. So, okay, cool. But that they took 3 episodes to basically do that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
to
the 2
reveal some
biggest
stuff about the
complaints
players.
Yeah, the 2 biggest complaints was the pace, and I think same thing, it would they're setting it up for this big finale. It's basically a movie length finale. And the
Yeah.
other thing was like people didn't like Holly and too much Holly screen time and all the side characters, but like every season had new side characters that kind of carried that season.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's like
you had, like,
that's
Eddie
been a
Munson,
recurring
Carson.
thing. And why I put it in here has been like the Eagles the whole year. The Eagles themes with the
Same.
offense have been recurring. And
Oh,
even
man,
going
don't
back
tell me
to
the Eagles are like Stranger Things. They better have a good finale then.
they're like last year and it's the same. The defense is amazing, and it's like every week the topics, the offense is bad. It's like look, we do the sheet of like the things every week. The
Yeah.
same
Um,
recurring over.
but wait, correct me if I'm wrong. When is it releasing? Like, when can I play it? Because I know they're doing, like, a theatrical release. Like, when on Netflix can I press play?
It's tomorrow at 8 PM, I believe.
Then we will probably watch it when it is out,
Right
and then we'll
away,
go back to the yeah.
and then go to Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, probably, 'cause, we're certainly not going out. Hey, I got one for you, and I could get down on this maybe with you next year if you want to, because I know you're busy this year. Um, was it Josie Kelly's? It's called Irish New Year. Have you heard of this? Irish New Year? So in Ireland, on Ireland time, it's 7 PM is the ball drop. So if you're getting old, like me, and you don't want to stay out all night, and you don't want to, you go to Josie Kelly's and you can do the Irish
You got like
New Year,
5
which
for dinner,
and they
and
all
then you have a
celebrate
7
at
o'clock.
7
Yeah,
PM and you go home.
that's amazing.
Sounds amazing. Sounds like great.
Yeah, Amber's going to the game this weekend. That's gonna be awesome.
Teacher
Uh,
Amber?
yeah,
Ah, sweet. Come to the tailgate.
yeah.
Talk
So
about education.
yeah, so that's that. Usually, I would never go out New Year's Eve anyway, because New Year's Day, living at the shore, all the towns do like the plunges and all that, and there's usually like day things going on. A couple years, Eagles played on like New Year's Day, so I
Well,
just like stayed
there
in New
was a
Year's Eve.
time where we would do both, Phil, but that time is
Both, not even in my 20s. I really do both. New Year's Day, Margate, Eagles on sometimes, college playoffs on,
yeah.
daytime, outside, heaters,
Is there
tailgate
Thursday
vibe.
night football Thursday, or Thursday night football's done?
It's dead.
Yeah, I think Thursday night football ends on the last week.
It's dead.
I have one fan question for you, and that question is, who do you think, soup to nuts, full teams that are better than the Eagles? Who's better than the Eagles? I say nobody. Full team. I confidently say nobody. I don't say that as a fanboy. I look at all the rosters and I don't really see a team better than the Eagles. Maybe if I had to say one, I say maybe San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of San Francisco. I think we have unfinished business with them. They're a pain, and they would be having to come here if they like lose against Seattle. I would say Rams, just on that like due theory thing, and Puka and stuff. They're pretty darn good. Although they're slipping a little bit right now.
Yeah, I mean,
I
them
think
losing to the Falcons kind of messed up my fear of them.
General consensus, people just don't want to draw the Rams, but it's probably the highest percentage like likelihood. And then I think the Bears could beat us again. They're just like kind of out physical us.
Yeah, they're a little bit possessed. What about the
Yeah,
AFC? Nobody,
you
right?
said it earlier, like a few weeks ago. They're like the 2017 kind of Eagles. They're like dancing, and they don't really have like they have good players, but not great players, and they're playing as a good team. But yeah, I would love to go to Seattle. I think we would beat them. I think we would beat the Niners, whether it's here or there. I think we'll definitely beat the Packers again if we get that 2 seed.
Yeah, we got a good
We'll
chance.
see.
All right, good answer.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, what are we at? Memes?
Meme time, and we'll get out of here. F the Rams, Stafford. And
yeah, I'm just not afraid of the Rams anymore. Oh man, so many good ones. Oh wow, Cooper DeJean is ripping right now. Nikki Bella rocked the Kelly Green bikini. I'm about to make that a runner up.
Yeah.
No, I'm not though.
Oh,
I definitely know what meme of the week is gonna be. Oh, and we have to pick the Tom Brady glove winner. All right, so let's go Tom Brady glove for runner up. And that was a caption contest. Most likes. Let's go to Instagram. That one's got 44.
Someone got 44 likes on a comment.
It's a good comment. And it's Nicole. Nicole, congratulations. Nicole Kiki, DM us, and we will get your info for your prize. It took a while, but I'm finally ready to shake Nick Foles' hand. 44 likes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep.
That's a really good caption contest.
Really good caption. And I don't think anybody on Facebook had 44 likes, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Do your runner up while I look that up.
My winner is gonna be
oh, you're going right to winner.
Yeah, I never picked runner up. My winner is gonna be straight to the table. Why he went sideways.
Dude, I forgot how hard they slammed you down.
I was concussed.
Your head bounces off the ground. What?
I might do one this weekend. Jump off my deck. I have a couple old tables. You just go right through the middle.
Dude.
Why did he do sideways?
I don't know.
Why did Celtic go sideways?
They slammed you so hard. All right. So that was actually going to be my meme of the week, but so that's cool. So I will go instead. Hold on, let me go back to my reels.
I'm gonna steal another one of your winner. I thought I knew what your winner was. I was trying to guess what your winner was.
I'm going Nady on. Is that a meme? That's just a picture.
Yeah, that's a meme. That's what I thought your winner was gonna be. That's why I did the table jump.
Oh, Nady Niagara Falls.
Yeah, I was almost for certain you were picking this. Somebody said Phil needs to rock the singy. Somebody sent to me. Someone said I need to rock the singy. What is that thing?
It's the Borat. He showed us at the last tailgate like that. It was like he had ordered it from Amazon. It's a Borat mankini.
and Jess is a great addition to the crew.
Oh, I was risen Jess up hard.
Jess just rolling with that.
Yeah, I was risen. So Nady and me were texting because this is another interesting thing. Did you see the Nady and Matt Boggs beef?
No.
Oh, Nady and Matt Boggs were going at it on Facebook. So we'll post the picture somewhere in the comments. Matt Boggs, who's our buddy, Xfinity Matt, writes like, "Who's the tool with the Dallas Sucks chain? Why would you wear a Dallas Sucks chain when they're not playing Dallas?" Like it was like he didn't get it. Philip, when I tell you like 12 people jump in that comment and hit him, and Matt doesn't back down. He's just like, "I don't give a crap what you're saying. He's a tool, blah, blah." And then Nady jumps in, and they're all fighting. And then I jump in, and I'm like, whoa. First of all, Matt, we love Nady. Second of all, Nady, we love Matt. We go way back. Matt snuck us in Xfinity so many times. We can't be mad at Matt. And so like I peacemakered like that whole deal, and they're cool now. I
like them for both sticking to their guns. Because Matt had to do that.
They were not backing down. There was no apologies. It was total normal guy mediation. It was like,
I seen Matt just like somebody was completely in the wrong, get thrown out of Xfinity, and someone completely, it wasn't even their fault, but just like when the security guys, that's the guy that's getting thrown out. It doesn't matter who was right or wrong.
Yeah, you're done.
Stick to your guns.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's quite the read, by the way, if you want to go in it. And by the way, it's Facebook, because nobody fights on Instagram. People are just mean on Instagram and then they leave. But on Instagram, at Facebook, everybody goes back and forth for 3 days when they fight. And it is one heck of a read.
You can actually see your notifications on Facebook. Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, the Instagram's crazy. I'll go on I'll every once in a while go in the notifications and I'll see some comment I made on like some other pages, like 5,000 likes. I'm like, geez.
I don't. They're both the same thing now. They both have reels. They both they just gotta merge it. So I think it's just gonna be meta eventually. They gotta merge the two things. They're both the same thing.
Nah, Facebook still has that like OG social media feel
get rid
to
of
it.
Facebook and make it more.
Never. The grandmas will never let you do that. And by the way, we just passed 150,000 followers on Facebook. So
heck yeah.
I mean, if they want to combine the two and give us 200, I'll go with that.
250. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. 250,000 strong. That's great. Well, great show. If you miss anything, we'll upload it everywhere you get your podcasts. YouTube for the video and Apple, Spotify, wherever else. iHeart, Amazon.
I'm busy talking about Stranger Things. I'm going downstairs. I got a date to watch Wicked 2 with the wife.
Wicked 2.
Wicked for good. We got through. It's actually kind of cool. They do. I'm not going to spoil anything. They do backstory. If you like Wizard of Oz, I like this one so far. We started it. I'm like a half hour in. It like does more backstory on the Oz characters. Like the first Wicked is like a whole different thing. They're like in college. This one, it's like more like Wizard of Oz times, which I liked Wizard of Oz when I was a kid.
I've seen neither.
Oh, no way.
I've been watching Animal Kingdom heavy. It's an old show.
Heard of it. Don't know anything about it.
So if you like Point Break, they're like a bunch of brothers and they just like rob banks and stuff.
Oh, I like
and they
Point Break.
They live in
California. Favorites.
They
Not the
live in
new Point Break,
California.
the Patrick Swayze one's one of my favorites.
Yeah. They live in California, and it's very Breaking Bad-ish because there's a lot of danger.
Mm.
But there's a lot. It's 6 seasons. It's an old show. We're at, like, season 5. Been ripping.
Yeah, but you're ripping. If you're ripping a show, that's good. What network was it originated
It's on
in?
Netflix originally. I don't know what it was on.
Oh, it's Netflix? That's cool, I got that.
It's on Netflix now, but I don't know what it was on back in its day. Oh, people like Wicked. People like Animal Kingdoms. That's what we're watching. And, what else? I don't know. Landman's busting.
What's that?
Max, we gotta finish Animal Kingdom first. Landman? It's like Billy.
I'll try Animal Kingdom. I like a good robbery. Oh, I watched the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Oh my god, what an overrated piece of crap that was.
I couldn't get through it. I watched it for
Honestly, I don't think
20
I've
minutes.
ever watched a movie that's more overrated in my entire life. It's so far-fetched. The characters are so over the top and ridiculous. Sean Penn is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, incredible. Like, he's definitely gotta win supporting actor. I would Kalshi bet my life on Sean Penn. He's a freaking nut in that movie. But the whole movie, like, it seems like it's, like, supposed to be real. Like, I'm supposed to believe that this is reality. Like, it's not like Quentin Tarantino where it's, like, sometimes it's so ridiculous that you're watching a play. Like, this, I feel like, was supposed to exist in the real world, but the characters are so insane that it just doesn't really make much sense, and Leo's running around the road. I mean, so well acted, but we got through it. We watched the whole thing. We watched the whole movie, beginning to end. No pause.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, people like Landman too. Yeah.
Did they like Leo? Did people like what? I don't even know what the Leo movie was called.
One Battle After Another was that what it was called?
You don't think? Did you hear Dad's story about that? He's like, I'm like, Dad, did you watch that Leo?
SpongeBob the movie?
I go, Dad, did you watch the Leo movie? He's like, yeah. I don't know. I put it on, but there's a lady in the corner doing sign language the whole time. It was so distracting. I'm like, what are you talking about? He put on HBO. There's 2 versions. There's an American Sign Language version that actually I put it on just to see. It's got like a little person in the corner doing American Sign Language during the movie. To which I'm like,
what is this, Miss Rachel?
Dude,
is this Miss Rachel?
He's like, I couldn't watch it. There's somebody doing sign language. I'm like, Dad, you had to put on some like messed up version of it, not the real version of it. And he did. He put I went on HBO. It's right there, ASL version, which I've never seen before. I mean, that's cool, I guess, if you want to watch. But how could you watch a movie with? I could
Sean Penn trying to get creepy in like a bathroom stall. Spoiler alert! With like some chicks and stuff. Like, what? How do they sign language that? There's no dialogue.
Dude, the sign language person is sitting there like, oh god,
what the hell?
Why is she making him do that to himself?
It's like too over the top.
And probably the most intriguing character, and I'm just going to continue to rip the Leo movie. The most intriguing character in it is the girl, and she's in it in the beginning, and then she disappears. She's not in it the whole movie. The mother.
Yeah, because the daughter gets older, and then I know that much, and I didn't even get to that point, but I just seen the actors and the casting and the billing of the people. Yeah, once the daughter advances, I guess he's trying to find his daughter or whatever. But I didn't even get to that.
They said that's going to win every Oscar. I'm like, dude,
get out of here.
No, it's horrible. Phil, it's the #1 movie of the year critic.
I know, because I have the app where I can being the media member I am, I can watch it like when it's in betweener. So I watched it like before you could even get it on DVD, but it was not in theaters anymore. It was like in betweener.
That movie's a mess.
And I couldn't finish it. I just off.
And before you guys all think I'm like some sort of meathead that doesn't like get high, like I watch films. I mean, I watch all the Oscar movies. Like, I love movies. This movie was a freaking mess, dude.
No, yeah, I usually whatever's nominated, actors, actress, and best picture, I usually go down the list and make sure I touch all of them, but not that one. Couldn't get to. I'll finish it.
I'll finish it this week. Tomatoes. This movie.
I had to go back to work for a couple days, but then I'm off now, New Year's Eve, New Year's. I'll probably finish it this week. I got nothing to do. Go back to eating cheese and Christmas cookies the next couple days.
I
Eating
mean,
cheese.
just looking at these reviews, it's crazy. Sensational adaptation. A win all around.
Terrible.
Poignant
Well,
remarks on modern day society.
that's what we're watching. Did you drink any chocolate stouts, Glenn Macnow, while you watched it? I had a Sam Smith chocolate stout.
Nope.
Mad Elf.
Nope. Sober
Yeah,
normal
that's
guy.
great.
Living
Well, we
the
both
dream.
got Birds winning big, and we both love that the Eagles beat the Bills, but
And
we'll
we
see
both
you at
hate
the
the Leonardo
tailgate.
DiCaprio.
Eh,
I love Leonardo
dude.
DiCaprio too. It was heartbreaking for me. I love that guy. He's a great actor.
No, I haven't gone to movies in a while. When his stuff like Scorsese comes out or Tarantino or Leo, big one comes out, I always try and go. And then I missed
Yeah.
that one.
Dude, Paul
Disappointing.
Thomas Anderson directed some killer movies too. That's the guy that directed that movie. He's directed awesome movies.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Well, yo, what's up, everybody? Well, if you missed any of the show, we're uploading it now. Got the Eagles winning big, and we talked about everything over the Bills game and over around the league and all the different scenarios. So thanks for watching, and we got a couple more because got some playoff games to win. Go
Yes, sir.
Birds.
Yes, sir. And go Birds.